Hi, I'm Chad. In the fall of 2020, I bought this boat, a Columbia 10.7 called Samantas, for $750. We motored her south to her new home at Chipman Point Marina on Lake Champlain. She is now undergoing a complete refit in preparation to begin sailing the world.
Good morning, guys. We're over on Samantas, and today we're working on replacing the deck core that was in here. You're looking at the fiberglass on the top of the deck here. Then there's fiberglass underneath and a core in the middle. I've rebuilt these cores in 5 pieces going down this whole starboard side of the boat. Today I'm going to try to put in the first couple of pieces. First thing I need to do is remove these last few blocks of wood that are sitting here in the front corner. Get in here with a multi-tool, trim them out. There's a couple more loose pieces. There's some vertical grain balsa back there. So I need to clean that edge up, at least as far as the front of the chart table there, the aft end of the settee on the starboard side. Then I'm going to start installing these panels. I showed them to you in a previous video. They're all built up. This is the original glass, bonded to a 1/2-inch CDX fir core. So I have to believe you're pretty tired of watching people sand things on YouTube working on boats. I'm not going to record all of the sanding, and then I'll get back to the installation part. Use all 6 of these on this tiny little panel. There's a joint here, goes along the back. I bought 6. I figured I'd use 2 on this one and 4 on that one. That didn't work out. But you can see it's nicely closed against the deck there. The epoxy set up and curing. It'll be done tomorrow morning. Good morning, guys. I got over here early. I left the house at 5. It's a little after 6 o'clock now. I'm going to try to get this next panel up today. I already pulled down the jacks that I used on the first panel. So I'll take you over there and show you what it looks like. Here is that piece in the V-berth. Sun's coming in this morning. It seemed like it bonded pretty well. It feels pretty solid. Overall, I'm pretty happy with how it came out. Now we're going to move on to the next one. You can see the first one there. Pan around and show you the second one. Standing in the starboard side where the hanging locker, you can see that seat there. There's like a little vanity area and a small desk. I think the larger piece was a little easier to manipulate than the small piece, which is kind of interesting. The small one had so much resistance in it in the V-berth because it was just didn't have the area to flex. When I put this one in there, it formed very nicely to the deck up top. This spot, this is a little bit more of the thickened epoxy here. I had a little extra, so I started filling that void a little bit in the deck. You can see this joint. Maybe you can see it right here. That is where the 2 panels met. And it's a little bit lower here, but it's alright. I'll clean it up when I tab them together. You can see that joint. You can see a little bit of the thickened epoxy coming out, this white stuff here. It sits on top of that bulkhead right there. It doesn't, the core doesn't go all the way to the edge. There's a little bit of glass on glass here in the corner where the deck is, and the core is held back a few inches. So I cut it right along that existing line, and it does. It pops right in just like a puzzle, and it goes in very, very nicely. That's about all I can do here right now until that sets up. Well, guys, it's the next morning. Everything is set up. Last night I came back and I sanded all of this stuff so that I could put the next panel up. It goes from the end of that one there to this point here. I actually sanded beyond, but this will be another day over here above the chart table. I'm going to pull these down now. You can see a little bit of some dust floating in the air there, but that's the biggest piece that I had to install. Those clamps are holding it in place. Adequate pressure. Here's the one that I just pulled the clamps out from under today. And then one more here in the front. And then all we have left for the deck on the starboard side are these 2 little pieces. And here's my scarf joint. See how that scarf's up into the deck right there? And then the next piece, the hollow end of this panel here. And that's how I did my main sheet traveler. I had an issue on this edge. This is coming apart. It didn't bond really well for some reason. there's a little bit of a cavity in the middle up here. I'm going to replace the deck from up top as well, so that should fix that problem. This is what I got in today. This is the section above the chart table here in the back, and it was a little fight to get it in there. This is one of the ones where I have kind of a spline where they go together for the track, Genoa track. So it was a little bit of a fight to get this lined up just right. I had to get a screwdriver up into here and pry it back and forth a little bit, and then finally I hit the right spot and it dropped right in. And I was also fighting with these bulkheads on both sides. Made it a little bit of a struggle just to pick this stuff up high enough. I had to lift the deck a little too high with the jacks to be able to have enough wiggle room to get it in there. This is the last of the decking on the starboard side I'm working on today. Here's the final panel. Watch as I get this stuff finished up. Give you an opportunity to see the last little bit. I'll probably end up doing this in a time lapse. Give you one last chance to have a real good look at it before we finish up on this side.
Everybody's climbing, trying to get to the show. Life is money, and you're just a hoe. Don't take it personal, I'm talking about me too. What else should we do? What else should we do? But I gotta admit, it feels so good, like a sugar sweet kiss, skin soft and smooth. I'm talking about my knee. I'm talking about my knee. Everybody's driving all the way to nowhere. No time left, we're dying. And then they might care. Don't take it personal, I'm talking about me too. What else should we do? What else should we do? But I gotta admit, it feels so good, like a sugar sweet kiss, skin soft and smooth. I'm talking about my knee. I'm talking about my knee. You know you like it too. You know you like it too. You know
Alright guys, it's getting really dark in here. I apologize for that. The rain's coming in. But I want to take you back and show you what I did and explain what was causing a little bit of the trouble here. Okay. So, for the most part everything went well. Please excuse the darkness. I had to put this piece in. You can see the crack there. All the way back. And it is in where it belongs all the way. It is also the last piece. So if there was any creeping, multiplication of errors moving along, it would have showed up here. This should come down a little bit. You can't really see it. The big issue I was having is right in there where I did my little scarf joint for the main sheet traveler to go through. That's what was causing most of my issues. I think I had a slight misalignment, so I had to really smack it pretty good with that block of steel that I had from the chain plate to push it up and in place. But I think we're there. That scarf joint that I made didn't quite go in very as well. The rest of them were flawless. I'd wiggle and fight a little bit and then they'd snap right in just like they should. This one I don't think is quite perfect, but it's doing the job. That was the hardest piece that I recorded there, the process of putting it in place, and it was also pretty dark, so I'm sorry if you couldn't see as well. That is the final piece of the deck on the starboard side. Everything is back in place. It's raining, which is kind of handy today. I'm looking around. I don't see any leaks. Bone dry and all new decks all the way down this side. So we dealt with the problem. Okay guys, thanks for watching. See you next week. I want to thank those that have subscribed to my channel or like, share, and comment on my videos. If you're new to my channel, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It helps me to gain traction here on YouTube.